Hey guys, this video is going to be a review of Believing in Narnia, A Kid's Guide to Unlocking Secret Symbols of Faith in C.S. Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia by Natalie Gillespie. I have no idea how to say her last name. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Hopefully you can see it. The book is basically set up in a way where it points out different things in the Chronicles of Narnia and talks about how that can teach you a lesson about God. A large portion of the book is going through different characters and talking about each particular character and their relationship with Aslan in the books, and therefore their relationship with God, and explaining what that can teach us about our relationship with God. That's a good portion of the book, but they also do pretty much the same thing with like different objects, like what this object represents and stuff like that. And yeah, that's the good majority of the book is stuff like that. I did like how the book was done. I think it's really good for kids who are like reading the Chronicles of Narnia and want to know more about the like religious stuff in it. The one thing that got me, I think somewhere on Goodreads it says something about this book being for kids ages 5 to 11, I think, which I guess kind of makes sense. The thing I kept thinking that no kid would probably, well, like almost I would have. I guess this was made for kids like me because I probably would have picked this up at that age. But most kids aren't going to pick this up and want to read this. So I kind of kept thinking that throughout the book, like what kid would want to read it. I do think it was written in a way that most kids could, well, maybe not even most kids. I think it would be difficult reading for younger kids. I'm not sure if 5 to 11 was the right age group that it said, but I feel as if 5, 6 years olds might struggle with this book a little bit. Not the concepts of the book so much as the writing. Like they definitely need an adult reading this with them. Older kids, like 11-year-olds, could probably get through this on their own, but I'm not sure how much they would want to read this book. Like, I don't picture most kids that age wanting to read a book about other books unless they're like me. So yeah, this book was basically written for kids who were like me at the age of like 9, 10, and that's probably a very small amount of kids. But if you know of a kid that would like this kind of book, then I think it's definitely a good book. I definitely think it brings up it doesn't bring up anything that's like mind-boggling, or as reading it as like an adult teenager, I feel weird calling myself an adult, but like it doesn't bring up anything that's like crazy or out of the blue, or things that it brings up things that you might not necessarily have thought of but aren't really surprising, if that makes sense. So it did kind of make me think about some things that I hadn't really thought about, but it was nothing like surprising either. But I did enjoy it, and I think it would be really good for certain kids. Not most kids, but there is like a small group of kids who would probably really enjoy this book, including me as a little kid. Yeah, but I did like it. So I've probably rambled for a while, and I will see you guys later. Bye.